sky. You know how I feel. It's drifting on by. You know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new life for me. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new life for me. Ooh, I'm feeling changed. That no longer jing jangles in the pockets of our pains from past transgressions. We move throughout history, not only not missing beats, but we create our own drums and bang out like a symphony. And still it seems that we have given out our last aggressions. It's like we so cake that we ain't able. Stories of survival and triumph be more like Aesop's fables, but I choose to be the tortoise to the hare and I make moves methodically stable. I take flight, so I over dead dreams like an eagle, so I'm like, birds flying high, you know how I feel. I mean, this pain is so real that I no longer walk on eggshells or big tracks on burning embers. I walk on water like hot days in mid-December, not that I'm specifically able, it's just I carry the weight of a nation on my shoulders. And every time that plane wavers, I feel that weight like a boulder. Sometimes I feel just like Atlas. But I'ma stay strong because petty problems be where my back is. I'm at the center of my universe like where the sun stood, and every time I do it for my hood. So I'm like, sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Listen, you might heard it's a black academic, I call it Negro-nomicon, because niggas stay raising dead issues like McCain did Obama's son. They fasting on the truth, consuming nothing like it's Ramadan, and hang themselves up on the cross like the Jews did the Father's son. I'm so sick of niggas. I said, I'm so sick of niggas. Like Neo is of love songs, please give me a rendition of something worth putting my words on. It's a new dawn, a new day, a new life for me. I'm moving past old pains and moving towards a new dream. Now is the time for Amistad. I'm screaming, give us free. Just let loose your old pains and walk free from old ways, upright, never bowing down. It's a new dawn, a new day, a new dream, an old song like birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new life for me, hey. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new life for me. And ooh, I'm feeling change.
It's an emotion. Lust is a sensation. Love will have you saying, there's butterflies in my stomach. Lust will have you saying, I can feel it in my stomach. Go ahead. Some of my fellas never heard that before. They never heard that before. It is caught. See, you told me that you was taking applications, but you wasn't really doing any hiring. And you might have a man, but if he ain't treating you right, you need to start doing some firing. I can be an electrician and put in some wiring. If you need some pipe laid and shit, I can do some plumbing. And you such a beautiful woman. So why you always mean mugging? Did you get mugged by a mean dude? And if so, I can police you, taking the joint and release from that battery. It's a lot of women in St. Louis, East Side, Chi-Town, Springfield, Decatur, but they really don't flatter me. I'm looking for one solid piece of employment. I can be your carpenter, a man who works good with his hands, makes a house a home, and be your one total source of satisfaction and enjoyment. So I'm your candidate, and I'm not asking, can I date? I just want to know when to set up a date to have an interview. I can already tell I get so into you. I'll be the best employee that you ever had on your staff. So let's just do the math. I don't need a 401k. Just give me 401 kisses and I already got my own IRA. I'm really attractive. So practice makes perfect, and when I'm on my job, I'm gonna be your hardest worker, not because of the salary, more because you deserve it. So this is my purpose and mission statement. If need be, we can do a 90-day probation. I'm sure if we're going to ask about vacation, girl. I want to work overtime. And then over Time, you see that a man requires that exudes patience. I want to be your maintenance man, your superintendent. I only have super intentions. So when is the first day of orientation? I'm asking, when is the first day of orientation?
Goddamn, I don't know. Yeah.
And you never have to question my sexual orientation. I'm not a down low, more of an upfront type of brother. And I said in my cover letter, I can love you better. So to whom it may concern, I look forward to a call back from a beautiful employer as yourself. Because I pray to God for an angel and you were sent to me. So when you see me at the loft getting my Dougie on, well, that's just me praise dancing. I'm thanking him for my blessing. See, woman, you are a blessing. I'm Abraham. You're Sarah. I'm Martin. You Coretta. I'm Martin. You Gina. I'm Brad. You Angelina. I'm John. You Jacqueline. I'm Neo. You Trinity. I'm Barack. You Michelle. I'm Will. You Jada. I'm Malcolm. You Betty. You said you want to make love in Malibu. Well, I said, baby, hop in my Chevy.
You did that.
She said she want to make love in Malibu. Well, I said, baby, hop in my Chevy. Please excuse me for staring. I keep looking at your ring finger, and I'm thinking to myself, is she ready? I keep staring at her ring finger, and I'm thinking to myself, is she ready? And then I asked myself, Kodak, I'm like, am I ready? And I'm like, hell no. I ain't ready. Because I asked her, why didn't she call me for a while? She's like, well, I refuse to make you a priority, Fred, when you make me an option. And I'm like, well, I'm on the road, I'm doing my thing, I'm traveling, and plus I was taking some time to foster my feelings. Well, she was like, nigga, you should have been adopted. I was killing us. She didn't want to play Johnny Cochran. She was a professional woman, college graduate. She already had a good job with health and dental. She didn't need any friends with benefits. She kept getting with these guys who play games like Station. She wanted commitment. She lived in Ohio, but she didn't want to keep dating. And I wanted to explore like Columbus, be as nasty as the Natty. I heard her worse than LeBron heard Cleveland. He said he was taking his talents to Miami. So I had to feel the heat from my decision. I left her feeling incomplete with full-time headaches, temporary loving. Our generation wants to put relationships in the microwave. She said she was old school. She wanted it slow cooked, fresh baked out the oven.
I say, from all the wrong, stress that I've dealt with, to a zone where the mind looks majestic. See, I'm back to a basic phase where the hate just lays on a sheet, but it's based on ways. I spent days stuck in my mental, forming a menu to cure and relieve all these symptoms. Victim, lust, jealousy, greed, trust, peace, revelation, please. It's like the history playing into the trickery of thinking that life is just an epiphany. But this is simply life in its own place, plus a mystery, changing the rat race. See, it's fate, designed to disguise lies and deprive the eyes of facts. You visualize lies. You find truth, that's a calm sensation. You destined to shine at that peak, that's dedication. Or is it elevation, wings of a lost soul? You got your heart to your mind combined, let it unfold. If it turns cold, keep your control on the road to success with your eyes closed. See, some be losing their sight when the dark grows. Pick and choose in their fights with their eyes closed. You got the 9 cents to investments and profits. The logic of stopping, not in their option. That's kind of sad if you ask me. Would they spread to the youth? That's a bad seed. But we live for the facts that extract greed. And we believe that materials create dreams. We take the wrongs over right to the extreme. And them fiends believe that life is a jet stream. Now how that sound when you fixate? That ain't smart. Because a part wants to escape. And it's hard because the world wants to dictate. But that's life in this case because it's just fate. See, it's soothing. Then it shifts to confusion. Then to delusion. Now let me ask you this. What's that conclusion?
Lord, let what I say touch somebody else's heart. I can't leave them in the dark. I take it back to language arts. I give it back to thee like you gave it first to me. You allow me to see, listening to Lauryn Hill, Line me up with your will, Lord, I'll be still. Thanks for giving me a skill, and I hope they understand. Bless the ears of the man. Let him catch it if he can. Bounce it back like rubber band. Save him from deception. Better by correction. Change in direction. Mystery of Babylon. Queen of insurrection. Introduce me to the world and make my name great. Glorify yourself through me and release me from that hate. Because all of you is love and a true identity. When I call on you above, you have always answered me. You gave us all a passion and put in a part of you. Plus you made me smarter too. All praises be to you. Regression and oppression became my obsession. My mind in depression. My soul in recession. My body in a mess, and that ain't the best part. I've been dumbing me down just so I could seem smart. It became an art to put his face on. And while I was dodging darts, he put the grace on. Yeah. When the nights got too dark, he put the days on. Yeah. And when I had a broken heart, he put the tape on. You got it. You got it, mama. Okay. And when I had a broken heart, he put the tape on. Cape on. Thought I was in it to win it. But ain't no sense in doing nothing if your heart ain't in it. Woo! Spit that shit. You gotta do it! Ain't no sense in doing nothing if your heart ain't in it. But I was trying to mix my passion with something that I did just for shape, form, and fashion. What's happening? Ooh. Okay, I was trying to mix my passion with something that I did just for shape, form, and fashion. What's happening? I thought I had my eyes on the prize until my bloodshot eyes opened up and realized it was just an attack of the enemy, trying to keep me from being what I was meant to be. He tried to keep me from being what I was sent to be.
Me and you? Yo, we could be a majestical tale. I mean, slaying dragons hand in hand, back to back, side by side. Yo, I can be your sidekick. And we could save the day and have all the townspeople chanting our name. See, I'm just trying to do the impossible with you, like creating rainbows from pixie dust and blooming flowers from concrete. Better yet, we could be a fairy tale. And let's reverse the roles. See, I just want to be your Princess Charming, and you can be my sleeping handsome, and I just want to be like, bro, this is the best part of you waking up, or you can be my prince. Locked away in the tallest tower in tower with evil spells cast upon you by wicked ex-girlfriends of the past, and yes, sir, you guessed it, I will rescue you. Riding upon my black stallion with sword in hand, I will toss my hair up so you can climb down on me, and we will live happily ever. We could be a love song. And let's play in the key of A minor. You can be the beat, and I will lace you with lyrics drizzled upon chords of love till your heart can hear it until you can feel it. Can you feel it? My heart racing 1,000 beats a minute. I'm your damsel in distress, and you're my superhero. Leaping buildings in single bounds, defying gravity and outrunning sound. You will save me. From my insecurities, doubts, and self-consciousness. You will crucify my tears and gut out sorrow from the belly of my tears. You, sir, you will be my daredevil. Because getting to know me can be a dangerous job, risky, and I'm no Pinocchio, so my nose will not grow when I tell you my last relationship resembled a freak show. Lights lowered, masks removed, and curtains closed. But for some reason, I believe we can be different. So baby boy, let's not ever stop pretending, because I already know that fairy tales aren't real. And music, well, it can be deceiving. And superhero stories sometimes end tragedy. You can't put on raise your trust and faith in magic. Because humans, we specialize in waiting for the impossible to happen, like a bedtime story. We never want to stop believing there's a happily ever after. Well, I'm not too sure about happily ever after, nor can I foresee the new adventures in the upcoming chapters, but I am down for the ride, willing to put in the hard work and the time, and I know it might sound a bit crazy and naive, but I don't want to ever